So today we're going to go over actions, and actions are either preset, pre-made, or custom-made directions for the program to follow, meaning you can record your actions, meaning what you do in the filter, the image panels, the layer options, and replay that on a different image to get the exact same effect across multiple images. So to get started, we're going to go over to our actions panel. And you can see I have a lot of actions here that I've made or downloaded. But to make your own, you want to click on the plus sign in the square, which is the new action button. And then we're going to call this cartoon. Press create. So now you can tell it's recording by the record button is highlighted. You can stop it or you can restart it. Now, with this being said, every time you click the mouse on a button or on the artboard, it records it. So if you make a mistake, meaning you press Control Z, undo, it will record that undo and redo. So you want to make sure you know what you want to do first before you get started, else it'll just keep on recording all your mistakes. And in the grand scheme, it may not be that much, but it's still something that the program will have to process. And if you're processing 100, 200 images all at once, it can slow up the machine if it's not doing exactly what you want and having to go back and do all the mistakes as well. So I'm going to click on my layer. Now I'm going to press Control J to copy the layer up. And as you can see, it records the layer via copy. So I'm going to double click on this and call this base. And as you can see, it recorded set current layer. So every time I click it, it's going to record. So for example, I'm going to go to image, I'm going to go to auto tone, I'm going to go to auto contrast, and I'm going to go to auto color. Now it changed these in the levels panel. So also in the layers panel, you can click on the curves. It adds the curves layer to it, and you can set it to auto, or you can tweak the curves here. Now again, this is going to be done across all the images. So if all the images are the same exposure, this is where you'd want to do that at. So now I'm going to click back on the layers. I'm going to select the base, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to merge these layers. So it recorded me merging the layers. So I'm going to go to filter. I'm going to go to filter gallery. So say I want to go to paint, and I want to increase my brush size, increase the sharpness, and press OK. Recorded that. I can go to my filter. I want to go down to stylized oil paint. So then you can zoom in to see what it does. So I can increase the stylization, decrease it. So again, whatever you choose to do is going to be up to you, but this is how you tweak different options. Filter gallery again. So I'm going to copy this one more time, Control J. I'm going to go to the filter. I'm going to go down to pixelate, color halftone. And now I'm going to click on my normal. I'm going to go down to overlay. I'm going to go to soft light instead of overlay, lower the opacity. I'm going to go to filter gallery. I'm going to go to vibrance. I'm going to go to the properties, boost the vibrancy. Actually, lower the vibrancy. Boost the saturation. So now when you're happy with what you've done, you can go to File, Save As, save it as a JPEG, file, save it as a TIFF file, because TIFF is for InDesign. Put it in a new folder. And press OK. And then now, once that's done, you can stop recording. So it recorded all these different actions I did, and it recorded me saving it. So that's how you record it. So you can file, open up another image if you want, go to a different image, and as long as you start off with the same base, I could simply hit play on this one, and it'll run through all the actions and do the exact same style I did on my first one. And that's how you create an action that can be replayed on any image. So once you set up your actions, we're going to now go in and edit all of them at once. So in order to do that, you need to go to File, Automate, Batch. This will allow you to select a folder. So I'm going to choose folder. I'm going to choose my batch file folder. And then I want to also do save and close. And now under source is the folder. So the source is the folder. And now the action I want to run is the cartoon one I made, or Katoon. Press OK. And now when I press OK, it'll open up each image. So for open, it'll go through each action. So now once it's done, you can go to File and go to Open. And so we can see now that all these files are saved as TIFF files, and they all have the filter on it that we made. So that's how you simply run a batch action on your photos.